Hi, my name is Maria, and today I am going to talk about the Chinese New Year. The Chinese New Year is a festival that celebrates the beginning of a new year on the traditional Chinese calendar. It is also known as Spring Festival or Lunar New Year. The Chinese New Year is never on a fixed date and varies each year. This is because the traditional Chinese calendar is based on the rotation of the moon, so the new year can begin any time between the 21st of January to the 20th of February. This year, the traditional Chinese New Year was on Saturday, 25th of January, and this is the year of the rat. The celebration lasts 15 days, and it's a time for family reunions and numerous traditions like cleaning house deeply to get rid of evil spirits. Also, families gather to share traditional dishes, and kids are given red envelopes filled with lucky money. Today, the new year brings families together from all over the world. In fact, billions of people travel back home at this time of the year. The celebration ends on the 15th day of the new year with the Lantern Festival, that marks the final day of the traditional Chinese New Year. The myth. A long time ago in China, there was a big scary beast named Nian. He had razor-sharp teeth and giant claws. Most of the time, he lived in the shadows of the mountain, but on the darkest night, when the moon was in the sky, he would sneak into the village and destroy everything. People were really afraid of the Nian for many years, until a wise man taught them the three things that the Nian was afraid of: loud noises, fire, and the color red. The next time the Nian came in, the villagers fought back, playing their drums as loud as they could, lit every firecracker they had, and wore the color red from head to toe. The Nian ran far away and never came back. And after that, people started celebrating the new moon instead of fearing it. That celebration became a 15-day festival filled with family, food, and good fortune. The Chinese Zodiac. Chinese New Year is always represented by one of the 12 animals from the Chinese Zodiac. That means that every year is given a name instead of a number, as we traditionally do in our new year. The Zodiac is made of the following animals: the rat, the ox, the tiger, the rabbit, the dragon, the snake, the horse, the goat, the monkey, the rooster, the dog, and the pig. People say that the animal your birth year is named after can shape your personality and destiny. You might be honest like a dragon or smart like a monkey. And when your animal takes its turn in the zodiac cycle, legend says that your year will be full of surprises. And of course, there is a myth about how and why the zodiac was created. So, as the story goes, Jade Emperor wanted to devise a way to measure time, so he organized a race. The first 12 animals to make it across the river would earn a spot in the zodiac calendar in the order they arrived. The rat rose with the sun to get an early start, but on the way to the river she met the horse, the tiger, and the ox. Like the rat was small and couldn't swim very well, she asked the bigger animals for help, and while the tiger and horse refused, the kind dogs agreed to carry the rat. But when they were just about to reach the other side, the rat jumped off the ox's head and won the first place. The ox came in second, with the powerful tiger right behind her. The rabbit was small and couldn't swim either, but she found the stones, and jumping them she could get the fourth place in the race. Next came the dragon, who could have flown directly across, but stopped to help some critters she had encountered on the way. After her came the horse, and when he was just about to cross the finish line, the snake slithered by. The horse got scared and stepped back, letting the snake sneak into the sixth place. And the horse, angry, got the seventh place. Meanwhile, goat, monkey, and rooster decided to work together to cross the river. When they made it across, the three agreed to to give the 8th place to the goat, because he had been the most comforting and harmonious of them, followed by the monkey and the rooster. Next came the dog, swimming across the river. He was a great swimmer, but he had been playing in the water for so long that he only managed to come in 11th. Last but not least, the last spot was claimed by the pig, who got hungry and stopped for food. After that, he got sleepy, so he decided to take a nap. Luckily, he woke up in time to finish the race. Traditions. There is a word that marks this holiday, and it's the word luck. Almost every tradition on the Chinese New Year goes back to luck and getting good luck in the coming year. Red envelopes. These envelopes are always red. Since red in the Chinese culture, it's a lucky color. They have money inside and are usually given from old relatives or married couples to young kids or not married juniors. How much? Well, that depends on how much do you know that person and of course of how rich you are. Following Chinese superstitions, for better luck, you can put the amounts that begin with even numbers, such as 8 in Chinese, Pa, a homophone for wealth, and 6 in Chinese, Liu, a homophone for smooth, except for the number 4. In Chinese, Si, a homophone for death and considered as such an unlucky number. Clothing. The color red is commonly worn throughout Chinese New Year. This is because traditional beliefs held that red could scare away evil spirits and bad fortune. The wearing of new clothes is another clothing custom during the festival, because new clothes symbolize a new beginning in the year and enough things to use and wear in this time. Gift exchange. Small gifts like food or sweets are also given to friends or relatives when visiting other homes. Common gifts include candy, fruits, typically oranges, and cakes. There are certain items that should not be given as they are considered taboo. Taboo gifts include items that show that time is running out, like clocks, items that show that you want to walk away from a relationship, like shoes, and items associated with funerals because of the color white or black. Flowers. The following are popular floral decorations for the new year. Bamboo, a plant used for any time of the year. Sunflower means to have a good year. Plum blossom symbolize luckiness. Kumquat and narcissus symbolize prosperity. And cleaning your house. As I said before, families clean very deeply their houses to get rid of any evil spirits or the bad and old luck from the previous year. Once the year has started, they don't clean the house again until the 15th day of the new year. That way, they don't sweep away the good luck that the new year brings. Traditional foods. The New Year dinner is an important part of this celebration. That's why there are many different meals that families prepare to share and celebrate. Long life noodles. Wish everyone and yourself a long life. These noodles can be homemade or you just can buy them. But if you want to live a long life, don't cut the noodles while you are eating them. This is because the noodles symbolize longevity, and if you cut them, you will be cutting longevity. Chaozi. You never need an excuse to eat chaozi, but with the new year, you have a reason to eat more. This is because the chaozi look very similar to the ingot, which were a form of currency in China, and they were made of gold and silver. So, the idea is that the more you eat, the more money you will have. A whole fish. Having the head and the tail of the fish symbolizes a good beginning and a good ending in the coming year. Spring rolls. If you didn't get rich from all those shots before, it's okay. Have some spring rolls that represent solid gold bars. Year cake. It's a sweet and sticky cake made from glutinous rice flour and sweet rice balls. These are also made from glutinous rice flour and they have different fillings, mostly sweets, but they can also be salted with sesame seeds. And the Togetherness Box, or just candy box. It's a collection of snacks, mostly candies, for visitors, or just for the family. The combinations for this box are endless, but there is one must-have: melon seeds. This is because when you grab a bunch of them, it sounds like you're grabbing money, so it symbolizes abundance. In addition to this, I must say that different countries and people from all around the world celebrate this same holiday in different ways that are important for them. And finally, it's important to emphasize that China is a huge country with a lot of population. That's why there are many different traditions and interesting things to do on this holiday, which is the most important for this country. This is a time to revive values and family bonds, and of course continue with a tradition of thousands of years. Thank you and 新年快乐! Happy New Year! Bye bye!